Omo. Hey God, panic attack. Hi guys, you're welcome back to Vlogmas. Hey, today is day 3. Today this video will be my 3rd video. We are going to push this to the end. All right, so let me move straight into this gist. This one is a gist. Hey, this story I'm about to tell happened in 2008 or 2009, somewhere around that time. So there's this my friend whose elder sister was getting married. So I was in her train, she was also in her sister's train, and then there's this our other friend that was also on the train. So 3 of us attended the same secondary school, but at the time this was happening, we were all in different universities. All right, so we were excited. It was some sort of reunion for us, and we were all looking forward to that, that event or that wedding. Okay, so and this was during Christmas period. It was during Christmas because I remember I had to travel down to Anambra because the ladies from Anambra, from my village, I had to travel from my village down to Anambra because I was already at home for Christmas. So we got there, and yeah, it was all bubbly. It was fun, big compound, large family, like everywhere was just bubbly. You know how when there's a trad, women are cooking in this area, young people are gisting in that area, like a lot of people. I met new people, we mingled, like it was all fun. Yeah, so this my other friend, not the one whose sister was getting married, is also from Anambra. So she was staying in her house because I think her family was back for Christmas at the time. So in the morning, her father would drive her down to the compound where the child was holding, and would all spend time together. We are just having fun, like catching up on old days and all that. So the next day the trial eventually happened. It was fun and the trial was over. On the 3rd day, we were all just still around. Everything was, because on the day of the trial they had a lot of hands, so everything was like literally everywhere was cleaned up and all that, and so everything was literally over. So on the 3rd day we were just chilling and just being bored. It was in the morning, I remember. And this my other friend, not the one who we are staying in her house, the one whose father would drop in the mornings and pick up in the evening, was like, there's somewhere she would love us to go, that it would be fun. There are masquerades there. There are lots of, recreation places we could just sit and have fun. That is just nice. Let's just go, and even if it's just spend like 1 hour and come back instead of just sitting around. And hey, we are just excited. We were excited because we are not doing anything. I was supposed to travel back the next day, so we were just going to stay in the house after all. So we were like, let's go now, let's go. So I don't know how we got there. I don't know if it was her father that dropped us off or we took public transport. I don't know. But what I can remember is that we eventually left and we went there. And this my friend, we were all staying in her house. I don't think she told her family. I don't think she told her father where exactly we were going. They just knew we were going out, but they didn't know where we were going. I think so, something like that. So when we got there, it was interesting. As she said, there were lots of masquerade, there were lots of people, there were lots of centers, like recreation, do I call it recreation centers? Lots of bars around, like people just chilling, sitting and chilling, and all of that. For me, what I found interesting most was the masquerade. So we just came to feed our eyes. All right, so we are just hanging around, we bought things from one store, I remember. So we are just sitting down, just nibbling on the snacks that we bought, and just looking around. There were lots of masquerade, like lots. I've never seen different types of masquerade. People were all over the place, just moving up and down. So we are just literally feeding our eyes. That was what we were doing. So meanwhile, this my friend that told us let's come here had other plans, and we were not aware. So apparently there's this guy she came to meet there, and we didn't even know about all this plan. For all we knew, we thought we were all just coming to like have fun, just look around, feed our eyes, and go home. So soon after we got there, she takes a call and she's like, she's coming, let her just meet a guy around the corner. We were like, okay, this was not part of the plan, what is this? She was like, no, that the guy just called her, but we already knew that, at the point we already figured out, okay, is this why you brought us here? So we just ignored her and she left because she was somewhere around. So we could see her sitting with the guy somewhere, and they were just drinking and then talking. So we could see her, and we were just sitting down on our own side and just looking around. And then because we came there late in the afternoon, I think it was around 3:30 each that we came there. So we had stayed there for like 1 hour, and I started getting uncomfortable. I told my friend, I think we have to start going. She was like, yeah, she thinks same too, because it was getting dark and everywhere was getting too rowdy and more masquerades were coming in, and we had to start leaving. So look at us now. We are just sitting here, and over there our friends were sitting there. She could see us and we could see her. So we tried to communicate to her through sign language. We are like, let's start going. This girl would literally stare at us and then just remove her eyes and then continue discussing with this guy. Like, I didn't understand what was going on. We called her literally. Her phone was ringing because we could see her from where we are sitting. She would look at the call, cut it, and continue talking with the guy. We kept on trying to communicate with this lady. Like, girl, it's time. Let's start going home. She didn't even give us attention, nothing. She just ignored us. That's the word. She just ignored us. At this point, we are upset, we are angry. I'm like, you know what, we should start going because we cannot continue to wait for her. I don't know what her plans are. We've been here trying to get her attention. She just ignored us totally. Please, let's start going. And my friend agreed with me. She was like, let's start going. Then, time to go, we realized that there was no public transport anywhere. I don't know why. I think because of the crowd or because of the time of the year. I can't explain it. We didn't see tricycle. We didn't see any cab. We didn't see any bus. Not even a bike. Like the few bikes we saw, people were already on them. So there was no transport. At some point I felt like, okay, we'd eventually find one. So I told her, let's be walking down. So we were walking down looking out for transport. We didn't see transport. Before we knew what was happening, it started getting dark. Like it was getting dark. Our friend that we came out with that brought us here, that knows all the way, she refused to go back with us. As a matter of fact, she wasn't taking our calls. She would cut our calls and ignore us totally. And here we are in the middle of nowhere. Like me, I'm not even from Anambra. I don't know anywhere. And then, like at that then, I wasn't married yet, so I didn't know anywhere. And then my friend too, she's from Anambra, but she didn't know her way around. Like she didn't know her left from her right. We were like stranded. There was no transport. There was nothing. We kept on walking back. Walking down, hoping that we would find some, maybe tricycle or even bike. We are willing to just take anything to get out of there because it was getting really dark. And this, my friend, did not tell her father where we were going to. I mentioned that exactly. So, and I think at some point network started fluctuating. At this point, I was already having panic attacks. Like, I was panicking. I'm like, how are we going to sleep? Like, we don't know anybody here. Nobody knows where we are. And I think network was fluctuating. We were stranded. Of course, there's no way to go back to even find our other friend because it was really dark. So guys, the next thing, a car pulled up. There were these two elderly men, not really elderly, but they were really advanced, sitting, the one that was driving and the one beside him. Like, guys, we didn't have any other option. Guys, that was the day I confirmed that it's not God started loving me a long time ago. I would have been kidnapped and I would have been gone. Nobody would have even known our whereabouts because we didn't tell anybody where we were going. So guys, these elderly guys, they parked their car. They were like, why are we walking down? What is going on? Do we need help? We are like, because we didn't have any option, guys. It was getting dark. We couldn't even see. We didn't know where we were. We were confused. And I think that at that point, network was also fluctuating. So we had to open up. We told them that we came for a wedding. We just decided to come here and just, look around. That we are going home and we are stranded. We can't find transport. We've been finding it difficult to get a tricycle or even a bus or a bike. And so we are just walking, hoping that we'll find one. So they were like, okay, we should come in, that they will help us. To be honest, I was scared. But I'm like, what can we do? So my friend entered first. Immediately she entered, she went to the extreme and held the door like this. Me, I entered and then I was at the extreme holding the door. My heart was pacing. I was so scared. So because when they stopped us and asked us questions, we responded in English. So they felt we couldn't understand Igbo. Then the next thing is, the guy that was on the passenger seat started telling the one driving. He was saying it in Igbo, so he thought we couldn't understand Igbo. He was saying it in Igbo. He was like, that these girls have heart, they have mind. That what if they are kidnappers? So this is how they will just take us without stress and just use us for sacrifice. Omo. Hey God, panic attack, Jesus. I didn't want, because I knew that they were talking codedly, that they felt we couldn't understand Igbo. So I didn't want to show my fear or anything. So me and my friends, we are literally just holding our hands. Like our other hands, we are holding ourselves. She pinched me. I said, Jesus. In my mind, I'm just like, God. I was really praying. I'm like, God, please take us home safe and sound. So after that conversation between both of them, then they now started talking to us. The other guy was like, what are our names? Of course, I lied about my name. They were like, they asked my friend lied about her name. They were like, can they come and take us, this Christmas, let's go and hang out. In my mind, I'm like, look at these old men. The only reason why I even considered them, apart from that I was stranded, is that they were advanced. These were people's fathers. Like, their children would be teenagers, if not even in the university. Like, what are you asking us out for? So at that time, like, I was like, of course, definitely, you guys can come anytime and take up. The only thing I wanted at that time was to get home safe. So I didn't want to even prove stubborn or prove tough. I'm like, yes, that you guys can come anytime. You can come. We'll be glad to hang out with you people. I was panicking inside me. I was praying all through. We were so uncomfortable. So they were trying to make conversations with us, asking us what schools do you attend. Like, I lied about everything. I won't even lie. Everything. What course of study are you in? How do you enjoy your course? And do you have a boyfriend? Asking us also some unnecessary questions. So I was just being calm and just answering all their questions. Immediately we got to the closest place we could recognize. We were like, thank you, sir. I think we'll stop here. My friend was like, we know we can find our way here. My father will come and pick me up here. They were like, are you sure? Let's take you home. Let's drop you in your house. My friend was like, no, don't worry. I'll just come. I already called my father. He said he will just come and pick us. I said, yes, sir. Our father is coming to pick us. Please drop us. Like, we are so uncomfortable. Hey, God. Immediately they dropped us. We flew down the car. And then this man drove off. I breathed down. I'm like, Jesus. Hi God, my heart was like literally racing. I was panicking. So guys, this is my story. And for my other friend, we didn't hear from her again till the next day. We were like, how did you go home, this girl? Like, how did you go home? You have mind. So apparently, I don't know how she got home. Probably the guy took her home, or maybe her father came back and picked her. I can't even tell. But what I know is that the next day, we hung out again in her house. Now we went to her house. She cooked for us. My other friend that let us there, of course, she wanted to compensate for what she did. So she invited us. We went to her house. She cooked rice and ofako, and we just ate. She took us to one Odara tree around her house, and we picked Odara fruits. We are licking. Like, it was just fun, guys. I can't forget that, that period, that memory and all that. It was fun. And yes, this is the end of my story. I hope you enjoyed the story, guys. Stick with me to the end of this vlogmas. We have 21 more videos to go, 3 down, 21 more to go, and God willing, we'll pull to the end. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. I see you until some other time. Bye.